So when I was in like the deepest depths of my depression, one of the things I struggled with was whether or not it was even moral to have kids when it looked like our world was heading in a really dark place right after the election of Donald Trump with all like the climate stuff going on. And what ended up turning me around was not in small part a Queen song. Hi, my name is Matt Hirschberger. I write about facing a bleak world with hope, curiosity, and imagination. If that sounds like your thing, give me a follow. So after the first season of True Detective, where they've got a character who's got like this super bleak worldview and who is an anti-natalist, I started dabbling with that philosophy. Anti-natalism is the belief that humans should stop having children and we should all go voluntarily extinct. It's based off of the idea that humans are a stain on the world, that consciousness is a horrible mutation, and that everything is meaningless, and this is all just a life of suffering and pain, and so it's actually cruel to bring new life into the world. So this was very convincing to me when I was very depressed and feeling very nihilistic about the state of things, and it took me a while to consider whether I was depressed because it was true or whether it sounded true because I was depressed. What eventually turned me around is that I don't think life is all misery and suffering. Even when I have bad days, the majority of stuff I do during the day is actually pretty nice. Like I get to drink coffee every day. I eat food that I like. I get to spend time with my kids. I did end up having kids. And I like most of the people that I surround myself with. I get to watch cool TV shows. I get to read cool books. I get to play video games. Most of life isn't a miserable slog for me. And around this time, I really got obsessed with the Queen song, Hammer to Fall. If you haven't listened to it, it's amazing. It was written in 1984 by the guitarist Brian May, who was really nervous about the rising tensions in the Cold War. So there's this one line in it where Freddie Mercury says, "For you who grew up tall and proud in the shadow of the mushroom cloud." I was born in 1986 and right in the dead center of a really tense time in the Cold War. My parents could have reasonably thought that they were bringing me into a world that could have ended in a year. My parents didn't believe this. They were Reagan Republicans, which is its own other thing. But the question was, they made that choice. Am I happy that they did? And the answer is yes. And if the world were to end tomorrow, the answer would still probably be yes. I'm 36 now. I'm pretty happy with the 36 years I've had. If I don't make it to 70, 80, 100, I'm still going to be happy. So the question is, do I give my kids that choice to enjoy life no matter what becomes of it? Now, our society needs to have way more space for people who choose not to have kids, but that doesn't mean that life isn't worth living just because our future is fraught. It might mean that because life is worth living, we have to fight harder for it.